Um, okay, for Monday in the Chayenu, page 141, says the angel said to Jacob, "No longer will be said your name is Jacob, Yaakov, but Israel." So we interesting to note that the name Israel did not totally replace Yaakov's name, because we see in future the prophets refer to Yaakov and Israel. Like there's no referring to Avraham as Abraham, as Avram. That's done. Once he's Avraham, you don't go back. But Yaakov, Yisrael, still is Yaakov. It means he got a new level that complemented his original level. Yaakov had to struggle with Esav to secure Isaac's blessings. These blessings were now granted to Israel openly by Esau's guardian angel. Yaakov's two names, in other words, earlier Yaakov faced one of his life, he had to fight for the blessings. He had to struggle with them. But now there's no struggle, victory. Yaakov's two names represent the two ways in which we interact with the world. Sometimes the material world or our own materialistic tendencies can get in the way of our divine consciousness or mission in life. We must then, like Jacob, struggle to reveal the divinity that underlies the material world.
Where are you reading?
I'm reading in the Chayenu, page 141.
That's what I'm looking at. I don't see it.
So Jacob's two names, second paragraph. Jacob's two names represent the two ways in which we interact with the world. You know, right? Everything in the Torah happens in your life. So how are you, Jacob? You're wrestling with the material world. It can get in the way of our divine consciousness or mission in life. Right? You can wrestle, you have to struggle to deal with your job, struggle to deal with your, family, whatever it is. Struggle to deal with a lot of physical things. That's you're in Jacob mode. At other times, the world can be used as a means to enhance divine consciousness or fulfill our divine mission.
Wow.
Right? The world actually, it becomes a platform for our mission. At that time, sometimes we're given a gift, our challenge. The world becomes a platform. There's the opportunity to be a platform for our divine mission. And then the Israel mission is what? You don't have to fight with your enemy. You just have to utilize, not enemy, you can utilize the challenge to bring the world to a higher level of divine consciousness and to promote our own spiritual growth.
Oh, man.
So every time, what do I do? Sometimes it's a challenge. You have to wrestle to stay good and ethical and holy. And sometimes there's no fight. So what do? Just eat ice cream, eat kosher ice cream and read the Torah? No,
That's
you got to
great.
use
Why
when
not?
there's no challenge there's no antagonism, then utilize. Let's say your neighbor was really annoying. It was like, didn't like you doing your Jewish stuff. And then one day the neighbor doesn't give any problems and he becomes friendly. She's like, great, now I can live in peace. Says, no, now your neighbor came along, help him, partner with him to make the world a better place. That's the Yisrael mode.
Whoa.
Okay.
God.
And the mitzvah of the day is same as yesterday, 245th mitzvah. We are commanded regarding the laws of buying and selling, the ways in which purchases and sales between buyers and the sellers become legally binding. You have to do buying and selling.